Hi everyone! Welcome back to our channel. We have lots of fun reading stories where we learn and improve your English skills fast. Let's learn, practice, and grow together. Emma loved books. She spent most of her free time in the small library near her house. It was an old building with wooden shelves filled with books of all kinds. The librarian, Mrs. Thompson, always saved the best books for her. One rainy afternoon, Emma entered the library, shaking her wet umbrella. The place was almost empty except for Mrs. Thompson, who was organizing books. Emma walked around the shelves, searching for something interesting to read. Suddenly, she noticed a dusty, leather-bound book on the highest shelf. It looked very old. Curiously, she reached for it. The title read, "The Secrets of Time." "That book has been there for years," Mrs. Thompson said. "Nobody ever borrows it." Emma smiled. "Then I will be the first." She carefully opened the book and flipped through the pages. The words were written in elegant handwriting, but something was strange. The first page said, "This book will take you where you need to be." Emma thought it was just part of the story. She turned to the next page and suddenly felt dizzy. The room around her started spinning, and before she could react, she was no longer in the library. She was in a different place. A large, beautiful garden with colorful flowers and tall trees. Birds were singing, and the air smelled fresh. "Where am I?" Emma whispered. Just then, an old man in a long robe appeared. He had a kind smile and bright eyes. "Welcome, Emma," he said. "How do you know my name?" she asked, surprised. "The book brought you here," he replied. "You have always loved reading, but now you must learn an important lesson. Books can take you anywhere, not just in your imagination, but also in real life, if you let them." Emma listened carefully as the man told her about the power of stories, knowledge, and adventure. She realized that books were not just for reading. They were a way to discover the world and understand people. Suddenly, she felt dizzy again. The garden faded, and she was back in the library, holding the old book. She looked around. Everything was normal. Mrs. Thompson smiled. "Did you find something interesting in that book?" Emma hesitated, then smiled back. "Yes," she said, "more than I ever expected." From that day on, Emma didn't just read books, she lived them.